Hello there, welcome to my YouTube channel where I share my knowledge on graphic designing and animation in e-learning. This video is about visualizing e-learning content. So let's dive in. For this video, I have prepared multiple designs for the same content, which is about performance feedback from the lesson Employee Performance Management. This content has been generated with the ChatGPT. I'm going to compare each of them in terms of productivity and visual appeal. Let's start the video. This is the first design with a simple composition. There is a UI present, but in this video I will not be discussing it. Instead, I will focus solely on the content area. The composition is very basic and consists of an image and some text. An image frame has been used, and there is a dividing line in between the image and text to maintain the spacing and alignment in between the various elements. The background is white, which is the most common and preferable choice for e-learning. And this is the same composition with a different image frame. We can use any suitable image frames, including company logo or a part of the logo as an image frame. And this is a third design with a different approach. I have placed each individual sentence in a separate hexagons and used a few small shapes to fill the negative space. I have used pastel colors which are more comfortable for the eyes. In addition, the dark grey color text is a nice combination. Here it is the same as the previous design but with circles. This is the first design but with the background. We can fill the negative space with the background like this design, but make sure it is very subtle. The second design also has a background, and even without the background it looks cool. However, if you are using backgrounds as a standard, then light one like this suits best. But my suggestion is that if you are using infographic elements, then there is no need of the backgrounds. Here is another design with a background. Another one. But here, the grey color has almost the same brightness and saturation levels as the content holders. So I used white outlines for each hexagon to separate them from the background. Here is one more example. This background is a bit darker, but most of it is at the bottom, so it won't interact with the text so much. So for the slides with less content, it is okay. I used outlines for the hexagons to separate them from the background. Without them, they could have merged into the background because the brightness and saturations for the both of them were almost equal. Here is the one more design with a background that I like. It won't affect the text, and also it fills the negative space. Here the background and the text holders are beautiful combination because both of them are hexagons and background is very subtle. Now with this background, readability is being affected a bit because of the darker tones. Here the composition has many colors. Even though I managed to maintain a readability by using solid colors for the text holders, it is still looking like a mess and clutter. It is dominating the user interface even. So it is not useful here. This is another example. Because of the darker tones and sharp background, it is affecting the readability. But we can use darker backgrounds for introduction slides where the user interface is not present. This scene is very cluttered with many elements, so it is not suitable here as well. The background has gray tones that are similar to the text. So I used a semi-transparent text bar to separate the text from the background. This improves the readability a bit. The brightness levels of the background and the text is similar, so the slide look very flat. Therefore, this combination is not good here. Here I used illustrations for the stem line and icons for each of the individual sentence. It is a creative way of composing the scene, and it takes some time to create icons and illustrations. You can find many infographic templates from any stock footage sites, but downloaded infographic templates will have many individual layers and gradients. So if you are planning to export to SVG, it will create rendering problems. However, most of the time it will not exactly fit our content. In my case, I usually create infographics by myself so that I have a control over the size and colors, and I can easily reuse them. Here I added the icons for each of the sentence in previous design, which is another way to enhance the visual appeal of the slide. Icons can be used to represent the concept or ideas, can make the information more engaging and easier to understand. It is important to make sure that the icons are relevant and understandable to the audience, and not too complex or cluttered. Here is one more approach. This is a simple design that looks clean and professional. A subtle background can enhance the visual appeal of the slide without distracting from the content. It's important to choose the background that complements the color scheme of the slide and doesn't overpower the text or other visual elements. Same as the previous but with BG. And this is the last one. Design is a creative field and there is no fixed rules for it. You can experiment with different layouts, color schemes, typography and other design elements to come up with a unique and visually appealing composition. However, it is important to keep in mind the readability and clarity of the content, and not to overwhelm the audience with too many elements or colors. and use different design approaches to keep the content visually interesting and engaging. It is also important to consider the target audience and their preferences when it comes to design elements. Finally, be creative and experiment with the different design elements and layouts to find what works best for the specific e-learning content. I hope you found this video informative. I will be creating more videos related to designing and animation, so stay tuned. And if you are looking to create an e-learning course for your organization and need help in selecting the right method for your designing and animation, feel free to reach out to me. Finally, I would appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.